Hey y'all, good morning. Good morning. I had to make sure I'm good. I can't really see myself. But good morning, guys. Welcome, guys. Good morning. Happy Saturday, y'all. What y'all up to this morning? I am Ty Sheree if you're new. And if you are new, hi and welcome. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button, baby. Yes, honey. And if you hear um
What is going on, my beautiful peoples? That is how we start our live streams. We got to we have to start doing the same thing for our premieres as well. What is going on, my beautiful peoples? Welcome to another Tech Tuesday with the Weightlifting Geek. So what are we doing today? First of all, we in the car because we got to mix this up. We're going to do a little bit of this. We're going to do a little bit of that. We're going to do a little bit of this. We're going to do a little bit of that. So we are talking about thumbnails. That is what we are going to discuss today. So let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. As humans, as people, roll this window down because it's hot. As humans, as people, we think, I'm not going to say 90% of the time because I think 90% of the time may be a little bit much. But we're going to say about 75% we think with our eyes. Now, I want you to really take a moment and consider what we just said. We think with our eyes. Our eyes are how we take in so much of the world around us. Our sense of touch, our sense of feel, our sense of taste, our sense of hearing, those things are important, but most things we see before we hear. We see before we touch. We see before we feel. You see what I'm saying? So, I know feel and touch are the same, but we're just kind of breaking this thing down. So, when it comes to content creation, it would only make sense for us to create with that knowledge in mind that what we see is what we take in first. What we see is what we think first. Because the sight of one thing can instantly flip. For instance, a yard that the grass hasn't been cut. Instantly, we look at the yard. Well, man, what is they doing? But yet, you look at a yard that's well manicured. The driveway, concrete driveway's edged. Everything's taken care of. Nice flower beds. Man, I like that yard. You see what I'm saying? And no doubt that's something that we all working on, whatever the case may be. But we're using that as an illustration. I'm going to take it a step further. Let's talk about men and women. A man looks at a woman and just like that, he knows whether she's beautiful or whether she's not. Because that's his opinion based on his eyes. A woman looks at a man and just like that, she knows whether he looks handsome or not because it's based on the eyes. Now, eventually things change when you get to know a person because personality is added into that equation of beauty and handsomeness and so on and so forth. Now, we're breaking this thing down so that we can put it back together. We're breaking this thing down so that we can put it back together. So, let's go to YouTube content because that's what you're here for. Now, the same principles that we just broke down can be applied to YouTube content creation. So when it comes to your thumbnail, that is what your viewer or your family member is going to see or think first. So, if we have a uncut lawn thumbnail, man, scroll. But yet, if we have a well manicured lawn, you get it, with our thumbnail, it's neat, it pops, it catches the attention. Well, that's kind of cool. Click, And now we have family members, we have new viewers looking at our content because of the thumbnail. Thumbnails are so important. Thumbnails are key. They are not everything, but thumbnails are key. Because going back to that man and woman, what we see is what causes the initial desire for communication. And then what we get back, can we hold a conversation with this person, so on and so forth, that begins to add something to it. So it's the same thing with YouTube content creation. When we see that thumbnail, man, that pops. Let me go check it out. But if you see that thumbnail, you go check out that content, and it's the uncut line, like, what oh? You know what I mean? This ain't put together, that ain't put together, this don't even sound right. What are they talking about? Scroll. You see what I'm saying? So what we are saying when it comes to thumbnails is that thumbnails are so important because thumbnails are what we see first. And then once a viewer uses our thumbnail and sees it and is attracted to it and clicks on it, then we've got to be able to hold a conversation. We've got to have some good content. We've got to have something that keeps them there, that appeals to them, that makes it worth their time for them to stay. So when it comes to content creation, thumbnails are so important. Thumbnails are key. Thumbnails are how we catch attention. Our content is how we keep attention. So we breaking this thing down to put it back together. So are we catching it? Are we putting it together? Thumbnails, content creation, hey, that looks good. Content creation, whoa, that looks good. And now we stick. And now we stay. So we got to make sure that when we're making our content is well thought out. Our content is good content. But at the same time, we've got to have a firebomb thumbnail. Now, as you know, we use Canva for so many things here at the Weightlifting Geek. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump into the computer. I'm going to show you how we use Canva to make thumbnails. Now, spoiler alert, this is similar to how we use Canva to make YouTube banners. But there are some different things that we do when it comes to thumbnail content creation as opposed to making our new YouTube banner. So I just want you to understand the separation between the two. So you know what's what and what we doing. You get it? So you know what's what and what we doing. So you know what's what and what we doing. Okay, so now that everybody's on the same page. Now, we also use a phone app, TuneMe. That is how we add some extra spice, some salt, if you will, to our thumbnails, just so they taste better. You see what I'm saying? They taste better. So I'm gonna show you how we do that on the phone. We'll put in a screenshot of doing that. And then we're gonna jump into Canva. I'm gonna show you how that works. And I'm gonna go because it's hot. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do the outro. Now I'm gonna try to have little man in for the outro. I think we can work that out, get that done. You see what I'm saying? But I did want to make sure we got the intro done. I'm trying to mix it up. I want different types of content because this is something else. We're talking about content creation. I'm trying to mix it up. We got a little bit in the car. We got a little bit with little man. We got a little bit on the computer. We're just making a cake over here. We got these different ingredients. We putting some salt, some sugar to it, and we coming up with a cake. So that's what we got going on. Let's jump into the phone. Then we're going to jump into the computer. And then we're going to jump into the outro. Thank you in advance for being here and for sticking around so that you can learn how you can make better thumbnails using programs like Canva. So now we are on the phone as promised. So just to kind of give you an idea of what we got going on, I made a folder that has most of our stuff for the YouTube channel in it. YouTube Studio, that's Fitness Your Way. That's what we use through Blue Cross and Blue Shield for our gym membership. So let's go over to the second page. The second page, we have here TuneMe. That is the app that we use, TuneMe. So we click that. Now, let me go back because what I did, I just want to show you, if you don't have the Pro version, there are certain things that you can do. Like, for instance, this one with the lady blowing a kiss or whatever the case may be. There's a lot of things that you can do. So you pick one and then you go to your camera roll, and we're going to pick this image. This was me eating my lunch, rest of my salad. So you pick it, takes a second for it to upload and process. Different ones have different lengths. This one is just processing one of three. I've seen up to like processing 1 of 7. It's just different layers that it adds to make it pop. Downloading the results, and now you have the tuned version of myself, and that is what we use to add some flavor to our thumbnails. And as you can tell, there's different options. You've seen the yellow background before. You've seen the black and white version before. There are some versions like this one that we used for Little Man. It's something similar, where it actually picks up 2 people as opposed to just 1. And let's say we pick this picture of me and Little Man. This is one of the thumbnails from Thursday, the day of me recording this. So this one is processing 1 of 6 because it's 2 people and there's additional things going on. So it takes a second for it to process. But it's going to go through and it's going to process all 6 steps. Then it's going to show waiting for the results, downloading result, and there you go. It added the different layers, the background, so on and so forth. So that is what you get with the basic version of TuneMe. Now we have the pro version because that is I don't know, it's $25 a month, $25 a year. So it's not like it's exorbitantly priced. And I felt like for what it had to offer, that there was some options. So this one is processing. And now you get different things that you can add to your basic thumbnail like before. And you get to pick different options. So we'll give it a second for it to load. And now you got that option, or you got this option. Oof, that's bad. You got this option, which is like the Homer Simpson version. And then you got options that you can do besides just the face up top. So you can add some style to it. So these are the kind of things that we do. And then from there, we go to Canva, and we use Canva to design our thumbnails. So let's switch real quick. We're going to go to Canva. And I'll show you what we did with this thumbnail. Now, what I love about Canva is you go to the home screen, you have the ability to type YouTube, not YouTube, YouTube, and then thumbnail. Now, what is so great about this is it brings up all your different thumbnail options. Now, I like certain ones. I like ones that have wording that pops, like this one. So you can actually get rid of the picture. Then you go to Canva, you go to Uploads. Now, this is one of the ones that we've uploaded in the past that we haven't used. So now I can grab this, I can place it how I want on the thumbnail. Then if I scroll over here to position, I can say that I want it to go backwards, which means now that pops, because you see where strategy is. If I do forward, well no, if I So now if I do forward, now strategy goes away because it's on top of that layer of this. So you have the option to backwards. That's the one that I want. So now you have options to do what you want to do. And we're just gonna undo because I was clicked on the wrong thing when I was trying to show you what I wanted you to see. Forward. Let's go back. There we go. Okay, so now that we've got that the way we want it, we can take this, we can go forward, puts that there, come to this one, go forward, puts everything on top of the picture. So now the picture is almost in the background. Then we can do our writing. We come over here to edit. We can type whatever we want. And then we can take this. We can literally drag it anywhere that we want. We take this. We want to drag it up there. We can. Now for the smaller ones, they have this crosshair that you can click on and literally just drag it and put it wherever you want. And then of course, you can, if you grab the corners and expand, it increases the size of the font. And when you minimize, it decreases the size of the font per se. Now for some of them, this is all together. But for others, you have your wording on top and the design of the rectangle in the back. So we use that to make all of our thumbnails because we want our thumbnails to pop and stand out. I like the orangish yellow against the bluish purple and then the green. Then of course the yellow accent to match the background of the picture of me and little man. So we use those kind of things to put it together. That's the thumbnail for the After Work live stream today, which is Thursday for me, even though this is Tuesday of next week for you. And like this is the one that we use for the lunchtime live stream. Now I like how that black bar just really blends right in with little man's shirt. So everything fit and clicked and it just all kind of came together. And it's the same thing with this. So we can go to position and say backwards. And now the black line is in front of the blue line. Or we can say forward and now it puts it back. So those kind of little things can add substance to your thumbnails. Then you can come and put this over here. You can click and drag it wherever you want. And once you have it done, then you just come up to here, you hit the little arrow at the top, then you hit download, and then you hit download, preparing your design. You hit download again. That's just confirming for the iPhone you want to download it. Then you hit down here at the bottom and downloads, and it shows you right there what it is. Then you can just click on it. And you hit the little share at the bottom, then you can do save image. And I'm not going to save it because I've already saved it. But that is how we make our thumbnails. Now, our goal with each of our thumbnails is to stand out and for them to pop. Because like we're talking about, we are creating eye candy, if you will. We are creating something that is visually appealing and makes us want to click on it. Now, I like the lines in this one. It kind of did something weird to my eyes. Like, man, I wonder what that's about. Then that's the one for that. The movies challenge. And then going on, so on and so forth. All of these different ones that we've used in the past. And the cool thing is, if for some reason I decide that I just like the way this thumbnail looked, I just like the background. I like the layout. I can come back to the same one. I can delete that picture. I can rearrange the wording. I can come over here to the wording. I can change the color, make it red if I wanted to. Because now for some reason I want it to be red. And then I can literally do all of that save it like we just did, download it again, and use it for another YouTube video. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that things like Photoshop work a whole lot better and are fancier, crisper graphics, but this is something that I'm doing on my phone that I can do on my way to work, I can do on my way home from work. The ones for today I did at home. I did them at home last night so I could go ahead and have everything up, the reminder set, and everybody could see it. So it's simple, it's quick, it's efficient on the phone for me. So that is why I do what we do here with the Weightlifting Geek as far as Canva and thumbnails. So I hope that this has helped you to kind of see what we're doing and how we're doing it. I thought that it would be even better to do it from the mobile version as opposed to the computer, because there are many content creators that don't use a computer to make, edit, and upload their videos. So the versatility of Canva is something else that we really appreciate. And there are so many things that you can do. You want to make your Instagram posts, you want to make your Facebook posts, you want to make your Facebook stories, you want to make your stories, your WhatsApp statuses, Facebook covers, Instagram reels. Yes, you can do video in Canva. And doesn't that look professional? We'll hit the back button. So you can literally come down, edit this the way you want with graphics, customization, actions, things coming in. And now you've got wonderful movie content to use on your social medias, to use for your actual YouTube videos. There's so many things that you can do. So just wanted to show you this. So now we are going to jump to Little Man and the outro. Alright, y'all, so we're here in the hotel. Just wanted you to see the mask. I'm by myself, so I can take my mask off. But I just hope that everybody has enjoyed the video for today, Tech Tuesday. Thumbnails are so important. We wanted to share this information so that hopefully it empowers you to be able to make better thumbnails, to be able to be more conscious of how you're making your thumbnails so that you can improve and reach your goals here on this platform. Everything that we do is with the intent of being able to help you to be a better person, to be a better content creator, and to accomplish your goals. So, as we always say, stay strong, stay positive, stay active. Geek Squad! Hope everyone has a great day. So nice to see you in the comments of this premiere, and we look forward to seeing you in our after work live stream at 5:15. Take care, y'all.